Day 104 started about 45 minutes ago when I broke camp after my coffee and my oatmeal. We didn't have a big or much of a close down yesterday. There was other tenters very close, and I didn't want to disturb them with my ramblings of the Appalachian Trail on my YouTube channel. So I kept it low-keyed. The trail this morning, well, we just finished, a 45-minute climb. We just got to the top of that. Wasn't that big. Maybe 400 or 500 feet, maybe, I don't know. And right now we seem to be on a rocky but level-ish kind of ridge, a plateau, walk, whatever. Rain, yeah, we knew it was coming and it did. I was lucky, it worked out well. Yesterday was 17.5 miles. We got to go through the Bear Mountain complex lodge. Had a look at that, had a burger, an apple, some coffee there. Got my camp water there, although I didn't need to because right just before camp was lots of nice water and a beautiful stream. But anyhow, hindsight's 20/20. Today's plan, and also yesterday we crossed the 1400 mile marker. And we had, at camp last night, I believe we had 786 miles left of the Appalachian Trail as of camp last night or start this morning. Okay, today, it's forecast to be a rain day. However, there is a sunrise. I can see it through the trees. Again, we don't get much of a sunrise inside the canopy, but maybe, just maybe ahead, you can see a little bit of golden in the sky. It's supposed to be a mixed bag of cookies, I think. Anywhere from maybe some sunshine that we might be starting off with, to rain showers, thunderstorms, and whatever's in between. We're just going to have to play it by ear today. See how it works out. Of course, hoping for the best as always. Goals for the day. Well, there is a tenting area at 12.2 miles. Now, traditionally, that's just a little shy, a little short for me, but if it's a really bad weather day, then all of a sudden 12.2 miles becomes quite acceptable, and that could be a possible home for the night. There is a shelter at about 18.5 or something like that, 18 something miles in, down by a lake. Sounds pretty good. That would be my goal under fair conditions. So those are my two kind of options of published tenting or camping or sheltering areas within my kind of average distances, if you will. 12.2 and I think 18 point something. So I've got those for options. So the only thing remains is let us see how we make out today. Let's see what the weather holds. Let's see what the terrain holds. Of course, it did rain last night quite a bit, so everything's wet. Rocks are wet. All the leaves wet, slippy. So it's a little bit slower going, maybe. Hard to say. Okay, let's get into it. Well, I made a stop at the Appalachian Deli Country Market. It's a gas station. It's open 24 hours. It's on a busy highway, but you walk right past it. I did no filming there because they have a charging station for hikers, through hikers, and I needed to put all my batteries on charge, which I did over about 30 minutes or so, so that helped quite a bit. While I had a coffee, really good breakfast sandwich. It's one thing I knew or noticed back when I used to truck. New York City had the best damn sandwiches you've ever had. Well, it was the same at that gas station. For $5, it was a jumbo Kaiser, 2 eggs, sausage and bacon, and double cheese. For $5, it was a good sandwich. Plus, I topped up my resupply when I left, well, I guess this is day 3 now, out of Green Lake, or Greenwood Lake community where we'd resupplied. So I just topped that up with a couple of ramen noodles, pack of potatoes. I did open a fresh pack last night, so I need to replenish that. I got 5 individual Spam pouches, awesome. And then topped up with a few bars. One nice big orange, which I just sat on a rock and ate. And I believe a honey bun or a coffee bun. I forget which one, but some kind of bun. Few cookies and about 10 bars. So that just tops up my resupply from a couple of days ago. So we're back to full food again. It was probably a bad idea on my part to do that, because I wasn't thinking I do have to anyhow go into town when I get into Cornwall Bridge, because that's where my shoes are at the hotel. So, and there's a grocery store right next to that. But anyhow, what's done is done. It's always good to have, you know, lots of supplies. And as I say, I did top up a little bit, 30 minutes worth of battery power. That doesn't give me a lot, but it helps just top things up a little bit, boost things back up. My biggest consumer of power, believe it or not, is actually my phone, not my GoPro batteries. I have a charging bank for my GoPro batteries and 3 batteries. And I can charge those 3 batteries for about half the power it takes me to charge my phone. And those 3 batteries will last me between 4 and 6 days, depending on how much recording I do. Let's take a look at the trail here. Today the trail has had its moments, but it's actually been a little bit better. The rock climbs have not been as frequent, not been as high, and not been as challenging as other days in New York State. So far, anyhow. The weather, well, the weather's pretty much been sunny. So I'm pushing on to, I believe, the shelter by the lake. Canoplos or something like that. But anyhow, and that would give me, just again, a little over 18 miles for today once I reach that. From where I sat and had the orange just a few moments ago, it was 11 miles remaining. So we've done 7 miles or more anyhow, 7 point something so far today. And we're doing just fine. Whew. Beautiful forest. Look, beautiful sunshine. Take a look at the trees. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, they are. Just a couple of 100 yards, 300 or 400 yards down the trail, there's a beautiful little country stream. I filtered a liter of water there, enough to top up my electrolyte bottle, make myself a cup of coffee. It's about noon. I'm taking a break, tired. Weather turned out to be great today. I'm delighted about that. This morning, when I stopped at that country store, I got myself a cinnamon roll bun. Good. I think I'm going to sit here for probably 10 minutes, maybe 15. I got about 7.4 miles left to camp, I think, before I get to the shelter I'm thinking of. I can enjoy my coffee, enjoy the solitude. I can hear the breeze just kind of mingling amongst the leaves of the trees. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hey guys, well, after my coffee and my cinnamon roll, I'm feeling a little more juiced up. But this next little moment isn't about me at all. No siree. It's about a very proud, strong, courageous young lady. Yes, it is. Yesterday, which for me now, being June the 8th, yesterday was June the 7th, the year of our Lord, 2022. And a young lady entered the world, became a member of the community of successful thru hikers. Now, this particular young lady, she tried to do this particular trail that we're going to talk about last year, but she also suffers from, I don't know the various stages of diabetes. I know there's 1 and 2 and whatever else, and I don't know what it is this young lady has. But we're going to say severe diabetes because after about 400 miles last year, it took her off trail. And that's a devastating feeling when you come off trail before completing the thru hike. But this year, 2022, she went back. She started the trail again. And yesterday, she became a member of what I consider the elite. Yes, I do. She became a member of the thru hiking community by successfully thru hiking the Bruce Trail in Ontario, Canada. Now, make no mistake at all. The Bruce Trail is 600 miles of extremely hard work. There's sections in that trail that you work for every step, every inch. At the end of certain days on that trail, you just want to go home and cry. I get it. I totally get it. I've been down that road myself. I can relate to it. But anyhow, without any further ado, welcome Scully Brown to the world of successful thru hikers. Very well done, girl. Very well done indeed. Okay. Yeah. So, the trail for us right now, well, I'm a long way. I'm a long, long way. I'm a very long way. A long way for being a successful thru hiker on the Appalachian Trail. Yes, sir. I have around 700 and, oh, I don't know, 780 miles yet to go, give or take. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The day progresses well. What I thought was going to be a rain day turned into a beautiful sunny day. The sun came up this morning and just didn't go away. Blue skies. Can you see the blue skies through the trees? I hope you can. So, it did rain last night, of course. Rained quite a bit last night. Anyhow, pushing north. I got about, the last I checked, which was only a few minutes ago, it was 6.9 miles to camp. That's going to give me that little over an 18-mile day. So we're going to get that done. Check out this camp. It's supposed to be a new shelter. It's on a blue trail. It's supposed to be down by a lake, but Canopolis or Canopolis, I don't know. Can't think of the damn name again. Anyhow, that's where we're heading to. And it's supposed to be electricity there too, so I can charge all my batteries up even more. That'll be really good for me. Whew. Logs, actually, blow downs, lordy above. It's hard when you get old. Get your leg up that high. Anyhow, we're just going to keep moving on. We'll talk to you in a bit. Beautiful trail this afternoon. Or this little section anyhow. We have had some major climbs. Oh, well, major insofar as more rocky and challenging than actual elevation gain. But right now, it's just a beautiful forest kind of trail, and it's kind of up on a ridge. As you can see, maybe from below, or from looking down from above. There's water down there, some kind of a pond, maybe a beaver pond, maybe. I don't know. There's a blaze on the tree slightly to the right. Right up there. So we are on trail. Most definitely. I just had a conversation with the Hitching Post Hotel that planning on staying out on Sunday. They said you don't need a reservation, just show up. And if you share a room, you get 2 beds, and it's $145. But I'd rather not this time. So for a single, it's $110. I watch a movie and relax. But more concerning was, they told me my shoes had not arrived yet. Now, granted, I bought them from the Damascus Outfitters, which is a reputable and good company, and they have 2 locations in Damascus. Damascus Outfitters and Bulldog Outfitters. And it's a small town. And they did mail them, I guess, from the post to the post at the post office Saturday morning, expedited. I'm not sure if it was overnight, but expedited. I think it was expedited. It was $28. And a small town like that, probably, quite possibly, the mail wouldn't get out until maybe Monday morning. But today, Wednesday afternoon, I spoke to the hotel. My shoes have not arrived yet, so that's okay. It's not a major concern right now. If this was Friday, I'd be concerned because it would mean I might not be getting my shoes. And if I don't get them this time, I've nowhere else where I'd get. I don't know where else I would be able to get shoes from. I'm hoping the next Ultra Lone Peak 5.0s that's supposed to be waiting for me on Sunday, I'm hoping they'll get me the final 725 miles that I will have left, starting Monday morning and heading north. So I don't know. Okay, we're about 2.5 miles or so to camp. Yeah, trail behind me. Wow, it is pretty in here, no doubt about that. New York State has been a pretty state. And I may have mentioned earlier that today has not been as challenging as other days in New York State. New York State was a hard state. As I'd mentioned before, I believe in any survey that's done listing the harder states, sections of the Appalachian Trail, most often than not, New York is making an appearance in that list. So, that's okay. Alrighty, let's get to camp. Came out of the forest onto a highway that was actually quite busy for a moment. Absolutely beautiful lake. I'm wondering if this is the lake I may possibly be camping at tonight. There was a sign back there that said camping, follow the blue blaze in 1.5 miles, which is about right for me. All I've got to do is find the white blaze right now so I can continue on the trail. Okay, let's keep going. Right now, we're following this blue blaze right up there for about 1/2 mile, maybe 0.4 of a mile now. And that takes us to the Thru hikers tenting area, where apparently we can tent. I think there's washrooms, I think there's running water, spigot water. I think there's electricity. And another hiker told me just a little while ago that I saw, he's heard their showers. Are you kidding me? Showers after a hot, sweaty day like today? Oh, that would be heaven. Yeah. So, let's get this half a mile done along this blue blaze. In the morning, we can continue along this blue blaze, and it will bring us back to the white blaze of the Appalachian itself. Okay, let's keep going. Well guys, the end of day 104 with 18.1 miles. I'm at the, it's called Campos Lake Shelter and Tenting Area. Had my dinner, got my logbook done. Tired. Good night, everybody. Good night.